Hi, and welcome back to Chuck's Tuesday Tips. We're in the middle of, why measure and how to build a mannequin part, whatever it is. Okay, so in the last one, I was filming our head mold with the Bondo resin mix. It leaked all over the place. We had to tape it up. But anyway, here's our cast head with the meat on it, just for reference. Then I went ahead and I've got our wood carved out to build our armature on, that we're gonna set up our skeleton, to make our mannequin out of. But I had another epiphany, which is always dangerous, because I talk a lot about the importance of measuring. Well, last Saturday I had a whitetail come in from Texas. I was measuring his head out, and I go, wow, this just looks like this cousse deer I got from Arizona a little while back. So I pulled out my cousse deer chart, and lo and behold, I found out that all my face measurements were within 1 millimeter from a whitetail from Texas to a cousse whitetail. And pretty much the whole head width, everything is almost identical. Because after all, people say, well, a cousse deer is a cousse deer, and it's this and it's that. But ultimately, a cousse deer is a small whitetail. So in theory, if you couldn't get a cousse deer mannequin, I got to get a mannequin for this whitetail. I'm dyslexic. But does it matter? Which is which? It's the same. So if I got say for this little whitetail, I'd probably use a 410 series from Research. I could use the 410 series on the cousse deer, and if I wanted to make it 100% match, I might just have to take a 1/4 inch. Can we move that camera a little bit over to this giant deer here? So let's use the opposite. The only real difference that I saw between those two charts is right here, the back of the eye measurement. And that's only off by a few millimeters. So with a tan hide, there would really be no difference. But if you really wanted to be exact, you might have to take a 1/4 inch wedge out of the head, taper it down to the nose, squish it together, be 100%. So, again, my point is really a deer is just a deer, or a cat is just a cat, or a dog is just a dog. You got to try to get out of the mindset of that it's a fox, coyote, kit fox, gray fox, whatever, and keep in mind that they're all have the similarities. It's just the size difference, and that'll open up your whole mannequin selection and your whole way of thinking, and open like just so many new doors for you. So that's why another use of your charts is you can cross-reference different things, and I have hundreds, maybe thousands of these charts, and I've been able to take apart my blacktail charts from A zone and D zone and this zone and that zone, and compile them, and then compile that from that zone to different areas, and come up with what the average size deer is, in Ventura County on average. And so it's really useful information. It's more than just that you learn your way around a deer head. It's actual research that has value that you can learn so much from. And I always emphasize that it only takes a few minutes, not even a couple minutes, and I've done so many, to measure out a deer. And I hear so many times that we don't have time in our shop to save time, because we're such a busy shop, we don't have time to save time. It doesn't make any sense. That's not really what they say. What they say is, in a shop that's as busy as ours, we don't have time to do X, Y, or Z because they're too busy, not realizing that if they did X, Y, or Z, they'd actually be saving time. So that's all I'm saying. You don't have to believe me. Just try it for yourself and see what you get. Anyway, the next tip, we'll be building that skeleton and making a mannequin out of it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Chuck's Tuesday Tips.